Here we're gonna start the first topic in chapter 10, which is fact family. What's fact family? Fact family is three numbers related together as a family using four equations, which are two addition equations and two subtraction equations. Here we can look carefully at these three numbers, which are 3, 7, and 10. We will find that 10 is the biggest number. It is the daddy number. Also, it is a result of addition of 3 plus 7. Now, we can complete this fact family. The first addition equation equals what plus what? We can say that the first equation can be 3 plus 7. 3 plus 7 equals what? 7 in my mind and 3 on my fingers. After 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's equals 10. Yeah, it's equals to the third number. So 3 plus 7 equals 10, the third number or the daddy number. Now, the next addition equation can be 7 plus 3. 7 plus 3 equals what? It equals 10 also. Can you remember the name of this property? We studied before that. If we switch a dance, sum will not change. Can you remember the name of this property? Yeah, it's a commutative property of addition. If we switch a dance, sum will not change. We will find that 3 plus 7 equals 10 and 7 plus 3 equals 10 also. Now, we're gonna solve the subtraction equations. The subtraction equations can be what? Yeah, but you have first to pay attention. In subtraction, big number comes first. What's the biggest number here? 10. 10 is the biggest number, so we will write 10 first. 10 minus what? 10 minus 7. One of the fact family numbers. 10 minus 7 equals what? Count from small to big. After 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it equals to 3. The third number. So 10 minus 7 equals the third number, which is 3. The last subtraction equation will be what? It will be 10 also. But 10 minus what? 10 minus 3. 10 minus 3 will be equals to the third number in the family. So 10 minus 3 will be equals to 7. As we said that fact family has 4 equations, 2 addition equations and 2 subtraction equations. Now we're gonna solve another example. We have these 3 numbers, which are 4, 5 and 9. Here the biggest number is 9, so we will write it at the top of the family. So 9 is a result of addition of the other 2 smaller numbers, 4 and 5. So here, let's complete this family. We can say that 4 plus 5 equals what? Equals to the biggest number, which is 9. We can say that 4 plus 5 equals 9, and we can switch a dance and sum will not change. As we said, the commutative property. So 4 plus 5 equals 5 plus 4. 5 plus 4 equals what? Equals 9. Now, we can complete the subtraction equations. But pay attention that in subtraction, big number comes first. In subtraction, big number comes first. So here, what's the biggest number in the family? Look here, 4, 5 and 9. The biggest number at the top, which is 9. So we will write 9. 9 minus what? 9 minus 5. One of the other family numbers. 9 minus 5 equals what? It will be equals the third number in the family. So 9 minus 5 will be equals to 4. The last subtraction equation will be equals to what? 9 also, but 9 minus what? 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4 equals what? It will be equal to the third number in the family, which is 5. So 9 minus 4 equals 5. 9 minus 5 equals 4. Now I'll give you another exercise. Check whether each of the following numbers are fact family or not. I'll give you 3 numbers each time and you will decide whether these 3 numbers can form a fact family or not. First, you have to add the smallest 2 numbers. If they are equals to the biggest number, then it's fact family. Okay? Here in the first question, we have 2, 5, and 7. What are the smallest numbers? The smallest numbers here, the smallest 2 numbers are 2 and 5. Can you add it together? 2 plus 5 equals what? Yeah, it's equals to 7, the biggest number. So 2, 5, and 7 can form a fact family. The next question, we have 3, 4, and 1. Look here carefully to pick the smallest 2 numbers. The smallest 2 numbers will be what? They are 3 and 1. Can you add it together? 3 plus 1 equals what? 3 plus 1 equals 4. Equals to the third number. Yeah, so 3, 4, and 1 can form a fact family. The next question, 8, 3, and 4. Look carefully to pick the smallest 2 numbers. The smallest 2 numbers are 3 and 4. Can you add them together? 3 plus 4 equals what? 3 plus 4 equals 7. Yeah, not equals to the biggest number, not equals to 8. So 8, 3, and 4 cannot form a fact family. 8, 3, and 4 not a fact family. The fourth question, we have 1, 2, and 3. Look carefully to pick the smallest 2 numbers. The smallest 2 numbers are 1 and 2. Add them together, the result equals to 3. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Yeah, equals to the biggest number. So it's a fact family. The last one, 2, 3, and 4. The smallest 2 numbers are 2 and 3. Add them together, 2 plus 3 equals to 5. 5 not equals to the biggest number. 5 not equals to the biggest number, which is 4. So 2, 3, and 4 aren't a fact family, cannot form a fact family. Lesson 91, the apply part. Here I will give you some fact families and you will gonna complete the addition and subtraction equations. In the first fact family, I'll give you 4, 6, and 10. Here 10 is the biggest number or the daddy number. So I'll write it at the top of the family. So 4 plus 6 equals to 10. Now let's complete the fact family equations. The first addition equation will be what plus what? We will pick the smallest 2 numbers, which are 4 and 6. 4 plus 6 equals to what? Equals to 10. The third number or the biggest number. Here we can switch a dance and some will not change. 4 plus 6 equals to 6 plus 4. 6 plus 4 equals what? Equals 10 also. In subtraction equations, in subtraction, big number must be the first. So pick the big number here. Pick the big number here. The big number is 10. So we will write 10 first. 10 minus what? 10 minus 4. 10 minus 4 equals to 6, the third number. The last subtraction equation will be 10 minus 6 will give me the third number, which is 4. So 10 minus 6 equals to 4. Let's move to the next fact family. I'll give you 7, 5, and 12. 12 is the biggest number, so I will write it at the top of the numbers. Now let's complete the addition equations. To complete the addition equations, pick the smallest two numbers, which are 7 and 5. So 7 plus 5 equals what? Equals to 12, the biggest number. Now we can switch addends. 7 plus 5 equals to 5 plus 7. 5 plus 7 equals what? Equals 12 also, commutative property. Now, in subtraction equations, in subtraction, big number must be the first. So what is the biggest number here? Among 7, 5 and 12, the biggest number is 12. So we will write 12 first. 12 minus what? 12 minus 7 will give me the third number, which is 5. 12 minus 7 equals to 5. And the last subtraction problem will be 12 minus 5 equals to 7, the third number. The third fact family, here we have 3, 8, and 11. 11 is the biggest number, so we will write it in the top of the numbers. So let's complete the addition equations. The addition equations will be what? Pick the smallest two numbers, which are 3 and 8. Add them together. 3 plus 8 equals to 11, the biggest number. Switch the addends to be 8 plus 3 equals 11 also. Now in subtraction, big number must be the first. So we will write 11. 11 minus what? 11 minus 3 gives me 8. And 11 minus 8 gives me 3. So we will write 11 minus 3 equals 8. And 11 minus 8 equals 3. The last one, you can do it by yourself. You have 2, 9, and 11. Now it's easy for you to complete the addition and subtraction equations. We're gonna complete lesson 91, the math journal part. Reflect on your learning. What's the relationship between addition and subtraction? Use pictures, numbers, or words to show your thinking. We can say that addition is the inverse of subtraction, and there are different ways to express the fact family. In this example, we have these three numbers as a family: 8, 7, and 15. If we add the smallest two numbers, it will give me the third number, which is the biggest number. We will add 8 plus 7 equals to 15, the biggest number. Now we can switch the addends to be 7 plus 8 equals 15 also. In subtraction equations, pay attention. In subtraction, big number must be the first. So the big number here in 8, 7, and 15, the big number is 15, of course. So we will write 15 minus 7. 15 minus 7 will give me 8, the third number. And the last subtraction equation will be 15 minus 8 equals to 7, the third number. Now we can say that addition is the inverse of subtraction. Now we're going to start the second topic in chapter 10, which is subtraction by counting back. We studied multiple ways to solve subtraction problems. One of them was subtraction by counting back. We will focus on it now in this chapter. In this example, we have 9 minus 3. 9 minus 3 equals what? Earlier, we can solve it by counting from small number to reach the big number. The small number here is 3. So after 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and stop. How many fingers we have? 6 fingers. So we will write 6. But first, we have to remember that 9 is called minuend, 3 is called subtrahend, and 6 is called difference. So again, in subtraction problems, the first number is called minuend, the second number is called subtrahend, The third number is called difference. So now we're gonna solve this example using counting back strategy. Here are the steps to solve subtraction by counting back. Number 1, place the minuend on the number line. Number 2, count back the number of steps in subtrahend. Number 3, write the result. Now let's apply. Here we have the number line numbered from 0 to 15. The first step, place the minuend on the number line. The minuend here is 9. So we will mark 9 in the number line. Then count back the number of steps in subtrahend. We have 3. So we will count back 3 steps. We are at 9 and we will count back 3 steps. The first step, we reach 8, 7, then 6. And stop, because we will count back 3 steps only. So the result will be equals to 6. Now I will give you another examples to solve using the counting back strategy. The first example, 10 minus 4. 10 minus 4 equals what? Using the counting back, draw the number line. The first number here is 10. So we will mark 10 on the number line. And counting back how many steps? 10 minus 4. We will count back 4 steps to reach 9, 8, 7, 6 and stop. So the result equals to 6. We can solve it by another way. We can solve it by counting from small number to reach the big number. After 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many fingers we have? Yeah, 6 fingers. They are the same. They give me the same result. The next question, 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 using counting back equals what? Draw the number line. The first number here is 8. So we will mark 8 on the number line. 8 minus what? 8 minus 3. So we will count back 3 steps to reach 7, 6, 5 and stop, because only 3 steps. We stopped at 5. So the result equals to 5. We can check by another way. Count from small number to reach big number. 8 minus 3. The small number is 3. After 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many fingers we have? 5 fingers. So we will write 5. The next question is 15 minus 4. 15 minus 4 equals what? Draw the number line. Mark the first number, 15. 15 minus what? 15 minus 4. So we will count back 4 steps to reach 14, 13, 12 and 11. And stop. We stopped at 11. So the result equals to 11. Lesson 92, the apply part. Use the number line below to subtract. Record the difference. Here we have the number line and we want to find the difference in these subtraction problems using the counting back strategy. The first question, we have 17 minus 5. So here we have 17, we start at 17 and counting back 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We stopped at what? We stopped at 12. So the result equals to 12. The next question, 15 minus 9. So we mark 15 and count back 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Till we reach what? We started at 15 and counting back 9 steps. Till we reach 6. So the answer will be 6. You can solve it also by count from small number to big number. Question number 3. 18 minus 12. 18 minus 12 equals what? You can solve it by many ways. You can solve it by count from small number to big number. After 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. How many fingers we have? 6 fingers. And we can solve it also by another way. Ones with ones and tens with tens. 8 minus 2 equals 6. 1 minus 1 equals 0. So we have multiple ways to solve subtraction problems, and you can use what you want. Question number 4. 17 minus 8. Using the counting back. Start at 17 and counting back 8 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we stopped at what? We stopped at 9. So 17 minus 8 equals to 9. Question number 5. 16 minus 9 equals what? We started at 16 and we will count back 9 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We stopped at what? We stopped at 7. So 16 minus 9 equals to 7. Also, you can solve it by counting from small number 9 to reach the big number 16. Here we have 19 minus 12. We will start at 19 and count back 12 steps till we reach 7. So 19 minus 12 equals 7. Also, we can solve it by ones with ones and tens with tens. 9 minus 2 equals 7. 1 minus 1 equals 0. So it's equals to 7 too. So we have multiple ways to solve subtraction. You can use what you want. Now you can complete the rest of these questions by yourself. Now we're gonna remember the story problems keywords. Addition keywords are sum, and, all together, total. Can we sing together? Addition keywords, sum and all together, total. While subtraction keywords are more than, less than, difference, left. Steps to solve story problem. Step number 1, read the story problem carefully. Step number 2, circle the number. Step number 3, underline the keyword if it exists. Lesson 93, the apply part. Directions solve the story problems. Question number 1, Samir made 48 cookies. He gave 22 to his sister Dalia. How many cookies are left? Now look carefully to find the keyword. The keyword here is left. More than, less than, difference, left are keywords of what? Keywords of subtraction. So we will apply subtraction. 48 minus 22. Don't forget, in subtraction, big number must be the first. Now, to find the answer, subtract ones with ones, tens with tens. 8 minus 2 equals to 6. 4 minus 2 equals to 2. So the result equals to 26 cookies. Don't forget to write the word cookies. Question number 2. In the class, there are 35 girls and 13 boys. How many more girls are there than boys? Look carefully to find the keyword. The keyword here is more than. More than, less than, difference, left. So we will apply subtraction. 35 minus 13. Big number comes first. 35 is greater than 13. Now subtract ones with ones, tens with tens. 5 minus 3 equals 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2. So the result equals to 22 girls. Don't forget to write girls. Question number 3. Jana collected stamps. She had 180 stamps. She gave 20 to her brother. How many does she have left? Now Jana had 180. She gave 20 to her brother. So the number of stamps decreased. If decreased, we will apply subtraction. Also, we have the keyword left. So 180 minus 20 equals what? Subtract ones with ones, tens with tens. 0 minus 0 equals 0. 8 minus 2 equals 6. 1 minus 0 equals 1. So the answer equals to 160 stamps. Question number 4. Maha and Safa had 28 gifts to wrap. They have wrapped 4. How many more do they need to wrap? So here we will subtract. They wrapped only 4 from the 28. So how many more do they need to wrap? We will subtract 28 minus 4. 28 minus 4 equals what? Subtract ones with ones, tens with tens. 8 minus 4 equals to 4. 2 minus 0 equals 2. So the result equals 24 gifts. Question number 5. There were 65 people on the bus. At the first stop, 21 people got off. How many people were left on the bus? Here the keyword is left, so we will subtract 65 minus 21. Subtract ones with ones, tens with tens. The result equals 44 people. Question number 6. Jasmine has 25 candies. Walid has 14 candies. How many more candies does Jasmine have? How many more than? How many more? So we will subtract 25 minus 14. 25 minus 14 equals what? Equals 11 candies. Lesson 94, the apply part. Here I will give you some numbers like 43, and you will record 3 different ways to decompose that number into smaller addends on the lines provided. First, we will decompose 43 into 40 plus 3. Now, if we subtracted 10 from 40, 40 minus 10 equals to 30. So we have to add the same number to the second addend. We subtracted 10 from 40, we must add 10 to 3. 3 plus 10 equals what? Equals to 13. The next equation, if we subtracted 10 again from 30, 30 minus 10 equals to 20. So we have to add 10 to 13. 13 plus 10 equals what? Equals 23. Now we have 3 equations, which are 40 plus 3, the first one, 30 plus 13, the next one, 20 plus 23, the third one. All of these equations are equal to each other. They are all equals to the number 43. The next question, 87. 87 decomposed to 80 plus 7. So if we subtracted 10 from 80, it will be 70. 80 minus 10 equals 70. So we have to add the same number to the second addend. We subtracted 10 from 80, so we must add 10 to 7 to keep the equation balanced. 7 plus 10 equals what? Equals to 17. The next step, we will subtract 10 again. 70 minus 10 equals what? Equals to 60. We must add 10 to 17. 17 plus 10 equals what? Equals to 27. Now 87 can be equals to 80 plus 7, equals to 70 plus 17, equals to 60 plus 27. Question number 3. 92. 92 can be decomposed into 90 plus 2. Now subtract 10 from 90. 90 minus 10 equals to 80. We must add 10 to the second addend. 2 plus 10 equals what? Equals to 12. The third equation, we will subtract 10 again from 80. 80 minus 10 equals to 70. We must add 10 again to 12. 12 plus 10 equals what? Equals to 22. So we must subtract, if we subtracted 10 from the first side, we must add 10 to the second addend to keep the equation balanced. Question number 4. 35. 35 decomposed to 30 plus 5. If we subtracted 10 from 30, 30 minus 10 equals 20. Add 10 to 5. 5 plus 10 equals what? Equals 15. Again, subtract 10 from 20. 20 minus 10 equals what? Equals to 10. We have to add 10 to 15. Don't forget, if we subtracted 10, we must add 10. 15 plus 10 equals what? Equals to 25. Now we will move to lesson 94, the math journal part. Reflect on your learning. Think about why it might be helpful to decompose a large number into smaller numbers. How could breaking up a number help you to add or subtract? Yeah, decomposing numbers help me to add and subtract. Look here at this example. 10. 10 decomposed to 3 plus 7. 3 plus 7 equals 10. If we add 1 to 3, now we added 1 to 3. So we must subtract 1 from the other side to keep the equation balanced. So again, if I added number to one side, I have to subtract the same number from the second addend. 3 plus 1 equals 4. 7 minus 1 equals 6. So the result equals to 4 plus 6. So again, 10 can be written to 3 plus 7 or 4 plus 6. Lesson 95, the apply part. Now I'll give you the first equation in the card and you will gonna complete the cluster card. The first equation is 94 minus 10. 94 minus 10 equals to 84. Subtract ones with ones, tens with tens. The second equation is 94 minus 20. Yeah, what happened here? What happened? Look carefully. 94 will be the same as it is 94. But 10 increased to be 20. So what we did? We added 10 to the second addend. 10 plus 10 equals to 20. Look at the green numbers. The numbers that are written in green. 10 plus 10 equals 20. Yeah, now we are adding 10 to the second addend. So we must subtract 10 from the second side. We must subtract 10 from the other side. Why? To keep the equations equal, to keep them balanced. 48 minus 10 equals what? 48 minus 10 equals to 74. The third equation, 94 minus 40. Now look carefully. 94 becomes the same, but 20 becomes 40. It increased. 20 becomes 40. So what we did here? We added 20. 20 plus 20 equals 40. We said if I added number to one side, I must subtract the same number from the second side. I added here 20, so I must subtract from 74, 20. 74 minus 20 equals what? Equals 54. The fourth equation, 94 minus 44. 94 becomes the same, but 40 becomes 44. What happened here? We added 4 to 40. 40 plus 4 equals to 44. If I added 4 here, I must subtract 4 from the second side. 54 minus 4 equals what? Equals 250. The last equation, 94 minus 45. 94 becomes the same. 94 is the same, 94 as it is. 44 becomes 45. Yeah, it increased. Increased by what? Increased by 1. 44 plus 1 equals 245. If I added 1 here, I must subtract 1 from the second side. 51 minus 1 equals to what? Equals 249. So here in this cluster card, if I added number to one side, I must subtract the same number from the second side to keep the equations equal. Card number B. I'll give you the first equation, 150 minus 10 equals to what? Equals 140. The second equation, 150 minus 20. 150 become as it is, 150. 10 becomes 20. It increased. 10 increased to be 20. What happened here? We added 10. 10 plus 10 equals 20. So we must subtract 10 from the other side. 140 minus 10 equals what? Equals 130. The third equation, 150 minus 50. 150 as it is. Look at the numbers in green. 20 becomes 50. So it increased. Increased by what? Increased by 30. 20 plus 30 equals 50. If I added here a number, we must subtract the same number from the other side. 130 minus 30 equals what? Equals 100. Equation number 4. 150 minus 100. Look here carefully. What happened? 50 becomes 100. It increased. What happened? We added 50. 50 plus 50 equals 100. So we must subtract 50 from the other side. 100 minus 50 equals what? 100 minus 50 equals 250. The last equation, what happened here? 150 as it is. 100 decreased to 99. It decreased by what? Decreased by 1. So we must add 1 to the second side. 50 plus 1 equals to 51. So the conclusion here, if I added a number to the first side, I must subtract the same number to the second side, and vice versa. Why? To keep the equations balanced. Card number C. 120 minus 10. 120 minus 10 equals to 110. Equation number 2. 120 minus 20. Now 10 becomes 20. It increased. Increased by what? Increased by 10. So we must subtract 10 from the other side. 110 minus 10 equals to 100. Equation number 3. 120 minus 30. Yeah, 20 becomes 30. It increased. Increased by what? We added 10. 20 plus 10 equals 30. So we must subtract 10 from the other side. 100 minus 10 equals to 90. Equation number 4. 120 minus 40. 30 also increased to be 40. Increased by what? We added 10. 30 plus 10 equals to 40. So we must subtract 10 from 90. 90 minus 10 equals to 80. The last equation will be 120 minus 39. What happened here? 120 will be the same. But 40 decreased to 39. What happened here? We subtracted 1. If I subtracted 1 from the first side, I have to add 1 to the second side. 80 plus 1 equals to 81. The next page, you can do it by yourself. It's very easy. You can complete it. Lesson 95, the math journal part. Reflect on your learning. How do you solve a subtraction problem if you don't have a cluster set of problems before it? Write or draw your thinking. Now we have subtraction problem and we will solve it using cluster set. 93 minus 33 equals what? Subtract ones with ones, tens with tens. So the result equals to 60. The second equation will be 93 minus 34. What happened here? Look carefully. 93 will be 93. But 33 increased to be 34. So we added 1. If I added 1 to one side, I have to subtract 1 from the second side to keep the equation balanced. Here I will subtract 1. 60 minus 1 equals what? Equals to 59. Now we can solve the equation using cluster set. If we don't have a cluster set, we can use regrouping strategy. 93 minus 34 equals what? Ones with ones, tens with tens. 3 minus 4. We can subtract 3 minus 4. Do we have more in the top? No. So we will regroup and we will take 1 10. We will go to the next number 9 and knock, knock, knock. 9. Can you please give me 1? 9 will say yes. Thank you, 9. So 3 will be 13 and 9 will be 8. Now 13 minus 4 equals to 9. 8 minus 3 equals to 5. Now we can solve subtraction problems using the cluster set or regrouping strategy. Lesson 96, the apply part. Now we're going to solve the following problem. 82 minus 57 equals what? But first we have to remember that 82 is called minuend, 57 is called subtrahend, and the result in subtraction problem is called difference. Now we will subtract 82 minus 57. But first we will represent 82. 8 in tens, 2 in ones. 8 in tens we will draw 8 sticks. 2 in ones we will draw 2 small squares. So here 82, 8 in tens and 2 in ones. 57 we will represent 5 as 5 sticks. And 7 in ones we will draw 7 small squares. Now we want to subtract 2 minus 7. Do we have more in top? No. So we will regroup. We will take 1 10. So we go to tens and take 1 stick. Knock, 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 knock. 8. Can you please give me 1 stick or 1 10? 8 will say okay. So 8 will give me 1 10. 1 10 equals what? Equals to 10 small squares. Don't forget here to cross 1 10. Now we have 12 ones. 10 and 2 equals 12. We have 12 ones here and 7 ones. 12 minus 7 equals what? 12 minus 7 equals to 5. 12 minus 7 equals to 5. Now subtract tens with tens. How many sticks we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We will subtract 7 minus 5. 7 minus 5 equals what? How many sticks remained? 1, 2. So we will write 2 sticks. Now the result equals to what? 2 in tens equals to 20 and 5 in ones equals 5. So the result equals to 25. 82 minus 57 equals 25. Lesson 96, the math journal part. Reflect on your learning. Define regrouping in your own words. Use words, numbers, or pictures to explain your thinking. In subtraction with regrouping, We must check that we have more on the top. No need to stop. We will subtract. More on the floor. Go to the next door and get 10 more. In subtraction with regrouping, we must have more on top. Look carefully at the following example. 32 minus 19. We will subtract ones with ones, tens with tens. 2 minus 9. You have to check. We have more on top? No. So we will regroup. We will go to 3 and knock, knock, knock. 3. Can you please give me 10? 3 will say okay. So now 2 becomes 12 and 3 becomes 2. Now we can subtract. 12 minus 9 equals to 3. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Subtraction with regrouping. Now we're gonna solve the following questions using subtraction with regrouping. The first question, 754 minus 548. Now 4 minus 8. Do we have more on top? No. So we will go to the next door and knock, knock, knock. 5. Can you please give me 1 10? 5 will say yes. So 4 becomes 14 and 5 becomes 4. Yeah, great. Now we have more on top. So 14 minus 8 equals what? Count from small number to big number. After 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many fingers do we have? 6. 4 minus 4 equals 0. 7 minus 5. Yeah, we have more on top. So no need to stop. 7 minus 5 equals 2. After 5, 6, 7. How many fingers? 2. The next question, 554 minus 438. 4 minus 8. Do we have more on top? No. So we will go to the next door and knock, knock, knock. 5. Can you please give me 10? 5 say yes. So 4 becomes 14 and 5 becomes 4. 14 minus 8 equals what? After 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many fingers? 6. So we will write 6. 4 minus 3. Do we have more on top? Yeah, 4 is greater. After 3, 4. So 4 minus 3 equals 1. 5 minus 4. Do we have more on top? Yeah. 5 minus 4 equals 1. Now it's easy. The next question, 587 minus 442. 7 minus 2. Do we have more on top? Yeah. 7 minus 2 equals what? After 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many fingers? 5. So we will write 5. 8 minus 4. Do we have more on top? Yeah, 8 is greater than 4. So 8 minus 4 equals what? After 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many fingers? 4 fingers. So we will write 4. 5 minus 4 equals what? Count from small to big. After 4, 5. 1. The last question, 247 minus 129. 7 minus 9. Do we have more on top? No. So we will go to the next door and knock, knock, knock. 4. Can you please give me 1 10? 4 will say yes. So 7 becomes 17 and 4 becomes 3. Now 17 minus 9. Count from small number to big number. After 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. How many fingers do we have? 8 fingers. So we will write 8. 3 minus 2 equals 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Lesson 97, the apply part. Estimate the difference, then model using your place value materials. Next, draw the problem, subtract and record the difference. Compare the difference to your estimate. Here we will estimate first using the rounding estimation. In the first question, if we estimated 173 using rounding, it will be 200. If we estimate 48 using rounding, it becomes 50. Now 200 minus 50 equals what? 200 minus 50 equals to 150. This is the estimated result. Now we're gonna calculate the exact result of 173 minus 48. Now we will write 173, 1 in hundreds, 7 in tens, 3 in ones. 48, we will write 4 in tens and 8 in ones. And no hundreds, so we will write 0. We will write 0 in hundreds, 4 in tens, 8 in ones. Now 3 minus 8, do we have more on top? No. So we will go to the next door and knock, 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 knock. 7, can you please give me 1? 10, 7 will say okay. Now 3 becomes 13 and 7 becomes 6. 13 minus 8, great, we have more on top now. Count from small to big. After 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How many fingers? 5, so we will write 5. 6 minus 4, yeah, we have more on top, 6 is greater. 6 minus 4 equals 2. 1 minus 0 equals 1. Now, the exact result of 173 minus 48 equals to 125, while the estimated result equals to 150. Question number 2, 148 minus 29. Estimate 148 using rounding. It will be 100. 29 using rounding, it becomes 30. Now 100 minus 30 equals what? Equals 270. This is the estimated result. The estimated result equals 270. Now we're gonna calculate the exact result of 148 minus 29. We will write 1 in hundreds, 4 in tens, 8 in ones. 29, 0 in hundreds, 2 in tens, 9 in ones. Now start subtraction. 8 minus 9, do we have more on top? No. So we will go to the next door and knock, 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 knock. 4, can you please give me 110? 4 will say okay. Now 8 becomes 18 and 4 becomes 3. Now we have more on top. 18 is greater than 9. So count from small number to big number. After 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. How many fingers we have? 9. So we will write 9. 3 minus 2 equals what? 3 minus 2 equals 1. 1 minus 0 equals 1. Now 148 minus 29 equals to 119. So the exact result of 148 minus 29 equals 119, while the estimated result equals 270. Now you can complete the rest of the examples by yourself. Lesson 99, the apply part. Here I'll give you subtraction problems and you will gonna solve it. The first question, 456 minus 39. 456, we will write 4 in hundreds, 5 in tens, and 6 in ones. 39, we will write 0 in hundreds, we don't have hundreds, and 3 in tens, and 9 in ones. Now start subtraction. 6 minus 9, do we have more on top? No. So we will go to the next door and knock, knock, knock. 5, can you please give me 110? 5 will say okay. Now 6 becomes 16 and 5 becomes 4. Yeah, great. Now we have more on the top. 16 is greater than 9. Count from small number to big number. After 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How many fingers? 7. So we will write 7. 4 minus 3. Count from small to big. After 3, 4. So we will write 1. 4 minus 0 equals 4. So 456 minus 39 equals to 417. The next question, 456 minus 189. We will write 4 in hundreds, 5 in tens, 6 in ones. 189. We will write 1 in hundreds, 8 in tens, and 9 in ones. Now, 6 minus 9. Can we subtract 6 minus 9? Do we have more on top? No. So we will go to the next door and knock, knock, knock. 5. Can you please give me 1 10? 5 will say, okay. Now 6 becomes 16 and 5 becomes 4. Now we have more on top. 16 is greater than 9. 16 minus 9 equals to 7. 4 minus 8. We don't have more on top. So we need to stop and go to the next door. Knock, knock, knock. 4. Can you please give me 1 10? 4 will say, okay. Now 4 becomes 14 and 4 in hundreds becomes 3. Yeah, great. Now we have 14. It's greater than 8. Now 14 minus 8 equals what? After 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many fingers? 6. Go to the hundreds. 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 equals 2. Now 456 minus 189 equals to 267. The last question, 831 minus 251. We will write 8 in hundreds, 3 in tens, and 1 in ones. 251, the second number. We will write 2 in hundreds, 5 in tens, and 1 in ones. Now we're going to subtract 1 minus 1 equals 0. 3 minus 5. Oh, we don't have more on top. So we need to stop and go to the next door. 8. Can you please give me 1 10? 8 will say, okay. So 3 becomes 13 and 8 becomes 7. 13 minus 7 after 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 minus 5 equals 8. 7 minus 2 equals 5. So 831 minus 251 equals 580. Now you can practice more subtraction with regrouping by solving the following problems by yourself. Lesson 99, the Math Journal part. Reflect on your learning. What have you discovered about regrouping? What is still challenging about regrouping? Think for a moment, then use words, numbers, and pictures to record your thoughts. We learned that subtraction with regrouping is the easiest way to subtract big number problems. For example, 386 minus 17. Now we're going to subtract 6 minus 7. Do we have more on top? No. So we will go to the next door and knock, 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 knock. 8. Can you please give me 1 10? 8 will say, okay. Now 6 becomes 16 and 8 becomes 7. 16 minus 7, count from small to big. After 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How many fingers? 9. So we will write 9. 7 minus 1. Great, we have more on the top. So no need to stop. 7 minus 1 equals 6. 3 minus 0 equals 3. Now we reached the end of chapter 10. Thank you and bye bye.